You
Huh?
know, that's like just like a genuine greeting that I do. Like I just always have. Never thought about it. And then like one day at work, people were like, "Why do you like pretend to be a cowboy?" And I was like, "Wait, what are you talking about? Like, why do you say howdy? No one says that." And I'm like, I say that. What are you talking about? It's a normal greeting."
Well, I hate to break it to you, Griffin. You're not normal.
It's just short for how you doing.
Welcome back, y'all! My name is AJ, here you have HIGURASHI and the Cry Kai, Chapter 5, MEAKASHI. I'm once again joined by my local cowboy. Say hi, cowboy.
Put in the comments if you ever say or you know someone who regularly says the greeting howdy.
The most
Because I think that it's a normal greeting.
I think the most southern I get is y'all. That's the average part of my dictionary.
I say that.
Last time! Shion is so smart and can't stop winning? Let's see how she keeps on winning!
Yo! 皆さんまだ生きてる
Mion is so great. I wish I was as smart as her.
Kimiyoshi was hanging from the collar with his head turned up to the ceiling. He didn't even move when I walked in. Maybe he's already dead. Satoko was lying on a cross-shaped restraining table. She glared at me with red, swollen eyes, which made way that way from crying. She's got her fight still in her. I'll give Satoko that much. But her restraining table was pounding nails in their hands, but Satoko was too tall for that. I walked to Kimiyoshi and poked his body with my toe. There was no response.
Oh,
君吉のおじいちゃん死んだ
he died off screen.
人殺し人殺
Ah,
し
damn. Himiyoshi shit himself to death.
Maybe Satoko was Kimiyoshi's last moment. Took knife from the wall and stabbed Kimiyoshi with it. There was no response.
君吉のおじいちゃん生きてるなら正直に生きてるって言ってくださいよ死体のふりして逃げ出そうなんて通用しないから
Look over pulling down suspending Kimiyoshi.
最終通告生きてる生きてるなら返事してね
Just pause for a moment and turn on the pulley. Kimiyoshi's body swayed strangely in the air. Looked much more like a corpse like that.
どうしてこんなことをするんですのシオンさんんああなるほど
The door to the huge cave was still open. Bet Satoko talked to the one in the cell while I was gone. That's how she knows my name. Actually, not my name at all. Her and Mion just like... It's just like...
私が本当のミオン
Mion! Is that you? Oh my god, Satoko! Is that you? How have you been? I'm fucked! Do you know where Rika is? Oh, she's dead. Oh! Fuck me! Just yelling across the hall.
Satoko, is Kimiyoshi still up there? I haven't heard from him.
まあややこしいだろうから理解しなくて結構
He's here, but not.
よくも
He
みんな
smells awful.
リカを
I had to allow Satoko to watch me take care of Rika's body. Of course, I let her see Rika's neck too.
フルでリカは自業自得あいつは私を殺しに来たんだよ返り討ちにしたのさそんなことあるわけありませんわリカがそんなことするわけない
Unless someone's threatened her friend.
信じないならそれでもいいよあんたにはどうでもいいことだし私はどうするつもりなんですの殺す
The eyes went wide. She was expecting my answer, I'm sure, but she still looked shocked. But she didn't expect me to state it so openly. I heard the noise of something hitting an iron bar echoing the huge cave. Shion's voice echoed there as well. I guess it explains Shion's frenzied panic at the end of episode 2 because that was her friends.
Yeah.
あんたはそれをサトシ君の時にしなかった。だからサトシ君は虫けらのように殺されてしまったんだ。あんたはサトシ君を救える100億の瞬間を見捨てた、見殺した。そうさ、それがあんたの罪なのさ。
Before I even finish my sentence, I stabbed Satoko's right arm. Blood started to flow out. It's nothing compared to what happened to Frederica. Twisted the knife into Satoko's arm. She bit down hard, crying. Why couldn't you say that for Satoshi-kun? It's too late now. There's one screaming like you back then. But no matter how loudly it screamed, it never reached him, spared him, or even saved him. I want you to go through that same thing I did. Stabbed Satoko's arm repeatedly. Knife kept hitting her bone. I feel like I was cutting out of her flesh.
よーし、シオン。じゃあこうしよう。サトコの助け方を教えてあげよう。あんたはこれから1000回ごめんなさいって言うんだよ。言い終わったらサトコを解放する。どう？私は嘘をつかないよ。あんたが1000数えたら絶対に約束を守る。あんたがけじめをつけたってことをちゃんと理解してね。さあ、どうするの？ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。
Shion started to apologize like a broken record. So stupid and honest. She's not even thinking of cheating. But Shion really will count to 1,000. I stabbed Satoko on the wrists. There I felt something hard. I guess either crushed her bone or scraped it. Must have been extremely painful for her. Satoko screamed. Shion's voice got louder as trying to overpower that scream.
泣くのはあんたの1000倍特許だね。泣けばニーニーが来てくれる？ニーニーがかけてきて私を跳ね飛ばしてあんたを助けてくれるのかな？
Knife was still in Satoko's wrist. I slid it towards her elbow.
サトコ、私の声が聞こえる？聞いてる？聞けよこら！
I slapped her face several times, made her look at me.
あんたは自分の罪が分かってる。あんたの存在がどれほどにサトシ君を追い詰めていたか知っている？ニーニー、ニーニー。そう。あんたはニーニーって泣けばよかった。泣きさえすればいつもサトシ君がかばってくれた。でもね、サトシ君の負担ってものを考えたことがある？サトシ君はね、あんたのヒーローでなければ不死身でもない。あんたと同じね。傷つけば血も流れ、痛めばうめく、全く同じ人間なの。あんたの代わりに矢面に立ってくれたサトシ君の痛みをあんたは理解していたの？してない。しようとさえしなかった。あんたはサトシ君に甘えてた。サトシ君に寄生していた。そうさ、サトシ君が傷ついて流すその血を舐めてお前は生きてきたのさ。そんな呪われた身でありながらこの後に及んでまだサトシ君の名を呼ぶのか。あんたはその罪を今から償うのさ。私の手によってね。好きなだけ泣き叫べばいい。 そしていくら泣いてもサトシ君が助けに来てくれないことを知るがいい。そう、お前が追い詰めた、お前がいなくした、お前がサトシ君を殺してしまったんだ。
Ha! After telling her I've been waiting to, I exhaled roughly. Well,
どうしたよ。右腕はもう
considering the
感覚がない。
circumstances, Satoko is kind of taking it like a champ.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Stabbed her left arm repeatedly and blood flowed out. But Satoko's reaction weren't fun anymore. She didn't cry or scream like she did before. She put me in a bad mood, so I stabbed the back of her left hand and twisted a knife again. But Satoko still just moaned. She didn't scream anymore.
どうしたの？叫ぶと私を喜ばすと思って、せめて悲鳴を絞って抵抗ってわけ。そりゃいいや。
I was unfazed by the mad laughter. She looked at me with gritted teeth and resignation.
ええ、私もそう思ってましたのよ。
は？
私がニーニーを追い詰めたからいなくなってしまった。ニーニーがいなくなったその日にもう気づいてましたのよ。私が甘えていたニーニーのすねをかじり続けてしまった。ニーニーも辛かったはずなのに、私はニーニーにすがることをやめられなかった。その点につきましては、あなたの言う通りですわ。弁解の余地なんてありませんでしたよ。
It doesn't sound like she was mocking me or trying to please me. She spoke so naturally.
ちょっと意外だね。あんたが自分の罪に自覚があったとはね。
ニーニーはきっと帰ってきてくれる。いつかきっと帰ってくるんですの。でもね、帰ってきたら私もう一人前になっているところを見せるんですのよ。私もうニーニーに甘えない、背中に隠れたりしない、しっかりした一人前になったことを教えてあげるんですの。
帰ってきたらいいね。帰ってきたら。
Stabbed Satoko's arm in a mad frenzy. She still didn't even scream. She bit down tightly and swallowed her pain instead.
ニーニーはきっと帰ってきてくれますの。絶対に帰ってきてくれますの。それまで待ってるんですのよ。そしてニーニーに今まで甘えてきて本当にごめんなさいって謝るんですの。それまで負けるものか。もう私は絶対にニーニーに甘えたりしないの。どんな苦難にもニーニーの助けを呼ばない、泣かない、叫ばない。泣いたらニーニーが来てしまう。だから私は一人で耐えてみせるんですのよ。
上等抜かすな小娘が。
私をいじめて楽しいならいくらでもお楽しみ遊ばせ。でもね、それで私がニーニーに助けを求めたりするのを期待しているんでしたらお気の毒ですわね。私は泣かないんだから、絶対に疑うなら好きなだけ試してみろ。ニーニーは見ててくれる。私が本当に我慢強くなって一人前になったことを見ててくれる。私が泣き虫じゃなくなったことを見ていてくれる。それをニーニーが見届けてくれた時、きっとニーニーは帰ってきてくれるんですのよ。さあ、いくらでも試してみろ。私は泣かない、涙も見せない。王女聡子がどれほどの強さを持つか試してみろ。
Shit. I'll show her. Take that and that.
ニーニー、見てますわよね。見ててくれますわよね。聡子はこんなにも我慢強くなったんですのよ。もう何が起こってもへこたれませんの。こんなことこの程度で こんなくらいで私は泣かない。助けを呼ばない。耐えられる。耐えてみせる。ニーニーが私に代わって傷ついてくれた痛みにはこんなのはるかに及ばないんだから。
Shit. Why doesn't she feel the pain? Doesn't it hurt? I'm so smart. Why am I not winning? So deep. Blood had poured to the ground and I've been turning her flesh inside out. How can she still talk that way? Why doesn't she one day cry? Satoko said she wouldn't say. She set her mouth. She didn't say a word after that. No matter how much I stabbed her, twisted the knife toward her, she ripped out her flesh, she didn't make a sound.
It sounds weird to say about the child torture scene, but this is the scene I think about most from chapter 5.
I think an FBI agent just put that on the list.
Yeah.
It's too late. Everything is too late. 80th maturity came far too late. God forbid people change, Shion. Blew my hand slippery and I dropped the knife. It's probably already gone. Covered in blood from head to toe. Thought I was still enduring the pain. She was enduring this cruelty so she could display her strength. Couldn't defeat Satoko. I couldn't crush her strength. Satoko achieved her goal. She had become independent so she didn't need Satoshi-kun anymore. Still, she believes Satoshi-kun will come back one day. She looks forward to the day when she can show her big brother how strong she'd become. So she hasn't seen any of that. Said I, who never thought about Satoshi-kun would come back, was one who witnessed her strength. What was I thinking? Thought Satoshi-kun was dead. Now I assumed he was. Why did I? I haven't thought of waiting for him. I didn't believe he would ever come back. I didn't wait. Tried to avenge him, but I guess I didn't really did was forget about him. Satoko is different. She never thought he was dead. Well, maybe she did a little. So, she waited. She waited for a day where she could show him how much she had grown. She waited patiently. What about me? I didn't do anything. Wanted to get my sadness, so I tried to find my enemy. Became a demon, using revenge as an excuse, so that I didn't have time to think like a human. I lost.
I made a Satoshi Tulpa.
Huh, fuck. Oh well, I'm gonna take this out on Keiichi later. Whereas I got rid of Satoshi-kun himself. Satoko won. Well, she gritted her teeth before her mouth had gone slack. Her eyelids half shut, but I could see her eyes a little. Yeah, she's probably been long gone. Satoshi-kun was there in her eyes. Satoko endured until Satoshi-kun came for her. Satoko ran up to Satoshi-kun. She slid her PNG a little bit to the right. Satoshi-kun hugged her, and they spun around. Cry and cry now. Satoshi-kun told Satoko that, and she cried very hard. Satoshi rubbed her head so gently. We'll be together forever, he said, and continued to rub her head so gently. So gently. Satoshi-kun, I was waiting for you too. What meaningless words. It's already dead inside of me. Never believed in our reunion. How pitiful of me to say that. It's because I saw Satoko and Satoshi-kun together again. Satoshi hugged Satoko, his eyes met mine. Shion, Satoshi-kun said. I asked you a favor. What favor? I'm trying to remember. What kind of favor did Satoshi-kun ask me?
The one thing.
I asked you. I can remember. A sad look tore my heart to shreds. Blood flowing off me wasn't as pretty as Satoko's blood. My blood was slimy liquid, like a vomit with filthy chunks of food in it.
Yep.
That was filled my body.
たたりだろうと、この村の何者かの陰謀だろうと、僕は絶対に消えない。消されない。
消えないよ、サトシ君は。
消えないよ。サトコにあのぬいぐるみを買ってやるまではね。もうすぐお給料がもらえることになってる。その日までは絶対に消えない。
Huh? Maybe the past, but when? Ah, of course. This is maybe the day before last year's Watanagashi. Satoshi-kun called me on the phone then.
あ、おばさんが帰ってきたからもう切るよ。
うん。
ミオン。
何？
Thought was home, so I'm sure he wanted to hang up as quickly as possible. Satoshi-kun paused and spoke.
サトコのこと頼むからね。
Leave. Whoopsie daisy! My knees and elbows started to shake. My teeth clattered, my fingers were shivering. Satoshi-kun asked me to. What have I done?
Oh man, I couldn't remember the one thing that
He
asked me to
wanted.
do.
Evil thoughts, and I acted as I pleased. I couldn't believe he'd ever return. I even forgot about Satoshi-kun's last request. How could I say I love him? I just want to forget about my feelings of loss. I made all myself all bloody. How can I welcome him back now? I don't believe Satoshi-kun would come back. I don't believe Satoshi-kun was still alive. I didn't think he was alive, so he thought he was dead. Believed in his death. Killed him myself. Nobody else did. I did that. But Satoko believed until the very end. She was aboard in her final moments. Satoko wasn't here anymore. She had no more need for a bloody, painful shell. But I'm still here, trapped in my bloody, tainted flesh, going to rot inside of it. Satoshi-kun was waiting for both Satoko and me. To reunite with Satoshi-kun, we had to keep our promises. Satoko's promise was to be strong. Satoko kept that promise until the bitter end. Satoko, she embraced her. I promised to take care of Satoko for Satoshi-kun. I never kept that promise from the beginning. Therefore, Satoshi-kun will never embrace me. I went to rub Satoko's wounds and asked if they hurt. That wouldn't mean anything. It's when I felt something behind me. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, that thing that scared me before. I didn't know who it was. It was right there, criticizing me for my mistakes. Then, I finally realized it. That thing is me. I've always been there, staying behind myself and watching me break that promise. Satoshi-kun asked me to take care of Satoko. Yet I didn't keep that promise. I had been watching that happen. I cried and gave up on myself. Wait. Satoshi-kun gave up on me, and I gave up on myself. What will happen to me now? I don't want to be in this darkness. I don't want to be all bloody. Please don't leave me. If I give up myself, what will happen to my body? There will be nothing left. The only thing I'll have left of me is an evil demon. Ah, I get it. Done it for a long time now. I am nothing but a demon. Demon doesn't feel sad. Demon's heart can never be in pain. A devil doesn't cry. Shion was still apologizing. She believed that it was the only way for her to save Satoko. Her voice was growing hoarse and weak.
Shion! もう数えなくていいよ。ご苦労さん。
Guess she realized what happened to Satoko. Shion cried in her cell.
鬼ってのも悪くないね。人が泣いたり叫んだりするのを見るのがこんなにも楽しいものだなんて知らなかったよ。私も人の世ってやつを十分に楽しませてもらったからね。そのうち自らの命を絶って鬼の国へ帰らせてもらうよ。でも安心しな。その前にちゃんとあんたは殺していく。あんたを殺すために今があるんだもの。私はそのためにいる。人を嘆かせて泣き声をすするのが私の鬼の優越だもんね。そうだ、 あんたはケイちゃんが好きだったね。よし、あんたの前でケイちゃんを引き裂いてあげるよ。これは極めつきだね。その後にあんたを殺し、私も殺そう。そうさ、鬼ヶ淵村は鬼の村。かつて鬼ヶ淵より湧き出した鬼が村を襲った伝承のある村。私もまた伝承の鬼たちのように猛威を振るい、そしてお社様の裁きを待とう。それでこそひなみ沢村にふさわしい災禍と言えるだろうね。
ケイちゃんですか？
That
私
scared
で
the
す。
shit out of you and AJ.
シオンです。電話なかなか出なかったんで、お留守かと思って切ろうとしてたんですよ。
ごめん。ちょっとお風呂に入っててさ。
それでもご家族の方が電話を取りませんか？ひょっとしてケイちゃんの家、今ご両親はお留守なんですか？
いや別に留守ってわけじゃ。そんなことより聞いたか？リカちゃんとサトコの件。
Have you heard about the word?
結局あの後
No.
どうなったんです
What's the
か？
word?
見つかったんですか？
Casey just
Huh.
grins.
ならなかった。
ケイちゃん、
Everyone knows about the word.
どうか気を落とさないで。
リカちゃんとサトコはさらわれたんだよな。
はい、それは間違いないでしょうね。
リカちゃんとサトコは。いや、ごめん。
Man, Casey, you're so
村
bad
長
at
さん
this.
はさらわれてどうなったと思う？まだ生きてるんだろうか？
Casey sounded confused. When I believe Satoko and Rico are alive, Casey was just like Satoko. The sculptor was after money, the abductee would usually get killed right away. Never assumed they'd still be alive. But Casey was trying to hold on to hope. I could feel its strength. It was much greater than mine. I'm a demon, so I didn't come up with an excuse.
殺されちゃったんだと思います。
おいおい、そんなにあっさり。
人間をさらってその状態を維持するのってとても大変なことだと思います。人質にするんでもない限り、用が済んだら殺しちゃうのが一番合理的じゃないかと。
殺しちゃうって、そんなにあっさり。人の命を何だと思ってやがるんだ。
恐ろしいことだとは思いますが、多分そうではないかと。
村長が殺されたということは、リカちゃんやサトコも同じように殺されたかもしれないということなのか？いや、そんなはずは。どっかのじじいとはわけが違うぞ。リカちゃんだぞ。サトコだぞ。そんなにあっさりと殺すはずは。
Kichi was so confused and believed what I said. If I saw her because they wanted to kill friends within him, I wasn't like that. I killed Satoshi-kun using it with my hand. I'm blaming Shion for not protecting Satoshi-kun by blaming
リカ
him
ちゃん
so
とサ
easily.
トコちゃんも同じだと思った方がいいでしょうね。
Keiichi roared and cried. It's like the deaths were physically agonizing
どう
him.
してだよ。どうして人をさらったり殺したりするんだよ。たたりだかなんだか知らないが、人の命ってのはそんなに安いのかよ。あっさり
What side of deranged, evil, stupid maniac would do such a thing?
全くです。悪魔ですよね。
I laughed at myself. I was sure Keiichi didn't notice.
なあ、シオン、教えてくれ。どうしてこのひなみ沢では綿流しの夜に人が死ななければならないことになってしまったんだ。
それは私が知りたいです。
もうダム計画との戦いは終わったんだぞ。なのにどうしてまだ語り足りないんだ。どうしてだよ。どうして。理由があるなら言ってみろよ。
ケイちゃんの気持ち、私もよくわかります。ダム闘争はとっくの昔に終わったんです。なのに毎年お社様のたたりという名の殺人と失踪が繰り返されている。なぜ？どうしてなんですか？全然関係ない人もいた。たたられるのに不相応な人だっていたのに、どうして？どうして？
それを俺が聞いてるんだ。
それを私だって知りたいんですよ。
Of course. The curse of Oishiro-sama never existed. It's just a bizarre environment that allowed people to kill in the name of Oishiro-sama. I am so smart. Nothing would have happened unless there was demons to dance within it.
いいですか？お社様のたたりなんて非現実的なものは初めから存在しません。ケイちゃんの言う通り、村の何者かがお社様のたたりというもっともらしい大義名分を利用して綿流しのたびに殺しと失踪を繰り返しているんです。奴らは狡猾でした。たたりを都合よく利用して村の旧敵を毎年2人ずつ消し去るシステムを構築していったんです。そしてこのシステムで今年は高野さんたちが殺された。
じゃあ2人で十分じゃねえかよ。どうして村長やリカちゃんやサトコまで殺されなくちゃならないんだよ。それに俺は過去のことは今さらどうでもいいんだ。リカちゃんとサトコがなぜ殺されなくちゃならなかったのか、その一点にしか興味はないんだ。どうしてなんだ。サトコには打ち明けですらないんだぞ。どうしてサトコまで。どうしてなんだ。
She was speaking through Keiichi's mouth. How could I respond? I know what to say. I feel myself being stabbed by the sharpness of those words.
ケイちゃん、もういじめないでください。私だって何が何だかわからないんです。西宮殿に忍び込んだあの晩から全てが変わってしまった。あの晩、高野さんたちが死んだと聞き耳を疑いました。そしてすぐに気づいたんです。今度は自分が狙われる立場になったんだって。忍び込んだのは私たち4人、私とケイちゃんだけが都合よく許してもらえるわけがない。そう思った時、それがどれだけ心細くて恐ろしいことだったか、ケイちゃんには分かりますよね。だから私、君吉のおじいちゃんに打ち明けたんです。君吉のおじいちゃん、怒らなかった。そしてにっこり笑って、シオンちゃんがちゃんと反省してるなら鬼隠しになんかなるものかって本当に笑いながら、任せなさいって。
I'm my Uncle Kimiyoshi speaking ill of Satoshi-kun. I killed him, but everyone else in Himizawa did that. I wasn't the only one at fault.
いつ村長に打ち明けたんだよ。ごめんな、シオン。悲しい気持ちのところに追い打ちをかけるようで、シオンは打ち明けたんだよな。君吉のおじいちゃん、つまり村長に。
はい。
いつ打ち明けたんだよ。
Kishi's was becoming sharper. Edge was cool, but had sharp conviction. It wasn't a dull edge that just caused excessive pain. It was a clean, pleasant sharpness to it.
村長さんは重い血を患ってて病院にかかっていたという話は知ってるか。
ケイちゃん、それが何か。
答えてくれ。知らないなら知らないと答えればいい。
痔だったのは知ってます。座る時とか辛そうでしたから。
病院に通ってたんだ。どこの病院かは知ってるよな。
ごめんなさい。それはちょっと知りませんけど。でもケイちゃん、それが一体何の。
単刀直入に聞きたいんだ。シオンはいつ村長に打ち明けたんだ？どこで？いつ？大雑把でいいから教えてほしいんだ。
ケイちゃん、なんでそんなこと。
Very good, my brother Keiichi. You know who I am, don't you?
ありえないんだよ。村長が失踪した日、朝から消えるまでシオンには接触できる機会はありえないんだ。
そんな。
村長は朝一で誰にも内緒の大学病院へ一人で診察に出かけた。シオンは今この病院を知らないと言った。だから帰ってくるまで村長と接触することはできないはずだ。そうだろう。帰りの電車が事故で遅れたので自宅に帰ってきたのは会合の始まる直前だった。つまり会合が始まるまでの時間にも打ち明ける時間的余裕はないんだ。シオンも一緒に会合に出たのか。そして会合の席上で打ち明けたのか。ここで打ち明けなきゃもう時間がないもんな。会合が終わった後村長は帰宅途中で失踪するんだから。
実は会合にで。
あの日シオンが行くと言ったバイトすら君は欠勤してるんだ。もっと端的に言おう。君は俺と一緒に行った図書館以降誰にも目撃されていない。
You're a bad employee, Shion.
ケイちゃん、
その時シオンは綿流しの翌日に失踪したんだ。
Bingo was his name. Oh, I'm impressed. Someone as stupid as you put it together. Oh, wait, she helped you. That makes sense. I mean, he had to really think about it in that car. He had like an entire brain blast moment, if memory serves.
俺が言ったことが間違ってるならそうだと言ってくれ。シオン、頼むから。
Corner me even further. Corner me so the demon inside can't come an excuse, so they can't escape.
I mean, Oishi was helping him along.
But he still sat there like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The only time I could possibly see him that day was...
And Keiichi and Oishi rub their brain cells together. They actually can think.
Do you know Orishiro-sama? Click burn. Very good, Kei-chan. That's right. It's me. I'm the one. Hurry and corner me. Hurry, let me be free. Was he gonna tell the police, or was he gonna come here by himself? Does he want a Yakuza final boss? Because he's fucking stupid. I have a stun gun. Let's see how good Oishi will be at catching a demon. Kei-chan came here alone. That wouldn't be smart of him. He couldn't complain about being eaten by a demon then. Going to kill him. Going to kill him gruesomely while Shion watches. Therefore, Kei-chan, you shouldn't hold back. I only ever thought you were just a funny guy. A funny little guy. Never thought I expect so much from you. Oh, that escalated. The next day. It's a long time for them to come to me. Wait until the following morning. Opened the gate without checking who was ringing the doorbell. Didn't even care who it was. please, and I'll be fine with me. Oh, it's Kei-chan. Haha, could he defeat me? Keiichi ran over there.
こんな時間に珍しいね。二人とも学校は？
学校は休んだよ。
ふーん。ケイちゃんはともかく、レナも？二人とも不良なんだからな。
I laughed.
立ち話もなんでしょ？入りなよ。
I didn't think Rena would come. Yeah? Please leave Kei-chan alone. I'll try tricking Kei-chan into coming with me on the ground storehouse. He can't possibly be that stupid. Rena, why don't you figure out what to do and try to attempt to do and stop me? You too, Kei-chan. I'll figure out what I was Shion. Why don't you figure out the rest? I will act like a demon. I will struggle until the very last moment. So don't hold back. Please don't hesitate to kill a filthy demon like me.
ミオン、まず謝ることがある。
ケイちゃんが？何を？
綿流しの晩、俺は神社の祭具殿に入ったんだ。
I expect him to start with an apology. Okay, so he admitted the sin of entering the ritual storehouse. Guess that was manly of him. Didn't care if the storehouse was anymore. Whatever. I'm just here for murder. I don't believe it was a sacred place at all.
ミオン、おとといリカちゃんとサトコを呼んだろ。
覚えはないけど。そう思うに足る根拠があるなら聞かせてもらえる？
夕方過ぎのお夕食前の時間、リカちゃんが来たはずだよ。お醤油の大瓶を持ってお裾分けしてもらいに。
I spoke with confidence. He wasn't trying to gauge my reaction. He was simply telling me the truth. The cleverness was very pleasant to see.
どうしてそう思う？
そんなに難しい話じゃない。みーちゃんも見たでしょ？リカちゃんの部屋。冷ややっこがあるのにお醤油がなかった。そして流しの下にあるはずの醤油の大瓶も瓶ごとなかった。
何それ？それが私のとこへ来る理由になるわけ
Rena sure is sharp. Tried to beat around the bush, but she was confident in her own conclusions. She was covering me. She's doing such a great job too. Really put me at ease. Okay, demon. Rena knows what you're talking about. What kind of excuse are you gonna come up with now?
長くなるから説明は省くけど、冷蔵庫の中身がみーちゃんの呼び出した話の内容まで如実に物語っちゃってるの。
There it is. This game is over. Rena, I was right about you. I didn't like you. Your villages are too sharp. You never recognized this side of you.
これはとんだ名探偵が身近にいたもんだよ。まさか冷蔵庫の中身だけで電話の内容まで見破るとは。参ったな。参った参った。
I laughed like crazy. I laughed because I was having so much fun.
You ready to listen to the World War II story again?
No, please, come on. Do we have to go? Do we have to go through all this again? I was like, even like when I was going through the phone call, I was like, do we have to hear the entire phone call again? Like, Shion really didn't add that much. Okay, he was telling me I couldn't run out of this. Alright, guys, I'm gonna put on my chapter 2 playthrough. No, I'm not doing that.
Welcome to my chapter 3 playthrough.
You grabbed me by my collar and knocked me to the ground. Why aren't you immediately going to violence? Why are you acting with remorse in your heart, like I'm some sort of friend? Mion committed such crimes. You're being too lenient about this. I am a demon. I'm a murderer. Are you saying that if you can understand the reasoning, murder is okay? The demon is a demon. Murderer is a murderer. Whether the motive is to have fun, to live, or take revenge, that makes no difference. What do you ever want to know? Why don't you tackle me and take me to the police? Look there. The demon is trying to deceive you.
初めてご挨拶申し上げます。園崎本家当主跡継ぎミオンでございます。本日はようこそ園崎本家においでくださいました。当主お寮に代わりまして皆様にご挨拶、皆様におかれましては私にお話しできることでしたら
I think this is the Misawa becoming Misawa, which Sakura told me about before. About half it was true, but the half was completely made up. Made it sound like only Natural as a best friend committed such a gruesome crime. Like, do you have a source on that?
Yeah. The whole thing about the whole World War II shit.
She made it the fuck up.
Just made it the fuck up.
About the whole
maybe I don't know.
Maybe like the whole, you know, people didn't trust us because we have canned human flesh to like make the economy survive.
Something about taking advantage of post-World War II economic situation in order to build an empire, and then buying an island. Something.
Well, Shion, that's a convincing argument, but can you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up, K-chan. What I'm talking about is nothing to do with what I'm dealing with right now. I'm literally wasting time, and this video is gonna be 3 hours long for AJ, so I'm gonna have half a good hour of that video be these two yapping to me.
崇められるに足る神聖な存在に、それが我ら鬼ヶ淵村の末裔の悲願であり、その先本家の鬼を継ぐ者の宿命なの。
Is that what Keishi just said?
Yeah.
I got some tacos.
Comes in with some Taco Bell.
Key and Rena are just having a nice picnic while Mion is yapping about World War II.
How long is this story gonna be? Because I got a DoorDash coming.
The DoorDash is intercepted by Orishi, like, yo, is that Taco Bell? Give it to me. Thank you. Eat up, boys! See, I can totally show you. I still haven't made to show my bare back. Of course, I don't actually have the tattoo there.
Damn it, Rena. Yeah. So the whole, like, her being like, oh yeah, no, we trust you.
So we believe I'm their best friend, Mion. On the bright side, this really does mean that their best friend always did love them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how...
The Mion we know.
The Mion we know. I'm not sure how guiltless she is in all this, but...
At least in Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Chapter 5.
But even so, I think she generally... Even in other chapters, like 1 and 3, she generally loved both her friends. Surprisingly, she made an aggressive look.
Chapter 1.
Look,
something's happening there, but you know what?
I don't think it was in. I don't think that was within her control. Oh, maybe that was Shion. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Some murderer. You act like such a goofball, but that's not how you really are. You sure are something.
Yeah. At this point, I was wondering, like, so how many of the events actually still happen in each chapter? About 1 through 3. Because there's events shared by them.
弁解はしないよ。私には鬼が宿ってる。名前にも体にも心にも。でも手を下したのは鬼じゃない。園崎ミオン。私本人ミオンが望んだからリカちゃんとサトコが死んだ。それは変わらない。
I was assigned Mion at birth.
レナの言う通りだよ。
Come on, Rena. Try to figure out who I really am. You still believe Shion, my victim, is the real culprit. Poor Shion, I'm making Rena believe you're responsible. That was it for Rena, though. She couldn't figure out. I guess Mion, the tattooed one, was in such a crazed state by the end of this. There's no way she could explain the situation
私た
properly.
ちも一緒に行くよ。
Oh, yeah, she was like, remember she
親
was
友を一人きりになんか絶対にしない。
泣くことレナには勝てないわ。
it was like just like glossed over.
Yeah. About the rescue of Shion.
自分で自分の罪、どのくらいになるかよくわかってる。たとえ自首が認められても。
But she couldn't
多
talk
分
for a
もう
while.
ここに帰ってくることもない。
Don't blame her.
だから最後にわがままを聞いてほしいな。
何かな。
30分でいいからケイちゃんと二人きりにしてほしい。
I won't do anything. She looks thoroughly
Actually, I
to hear
think
his
that
name.
there's one of the-
He choked on his taco. You're so insensitive, Keiichi. Make my sister cry.
I think that there's one of the
ど
side
うかな。
stories, like so like one of the alternate branches that actually does
無理に
show
とは言えない。
Mion.
そうだね。
Yeah,
嫌な
Mion
らそれでもいい
tattooed
よ。
one, like in the hospital.
私は鬼だもの。ケイ
I
ち
can't
ゃん
remember
は
which
よそ
one
か
it
ら引
was.
っ
The
越して
ASAB assigned Shion
正
at
真
birth.
正銘の人間。
Yeah,
ASAB
愛
and
に入れる
AMAB.
ことなんて
but it wasn't at
親
birth.
代様が実在して仲介して
But
く
yeah,
れ
she
な
was
い
assi-
限り
well, the
絶対に-
person
Wait,
in the dungeon right now was
yeah.
assigned Shion at birth.
In the dungeon, right? Okay, yeah, because she was born second.
And right now we're AMAB. We're assigned Mion at
AMAB.
birth.
いいぜ。
ありがとう。
That's what I'm calling them from now on. Fool! You
私からもあり
stupid!
がとうを言うよ。
You're an idiot!
ケイチ君。
Why is this so easy? I can't stop winning. How much she made to leave?
あ、いいよレナ。
I love it because like it's not that Shion is
Smarting.
庭をぐるりと
It's
回
like
りたいだけだから
it's that everyone is just
だったら
really
私
trusting.
の部屋へ行けばいい。
They
漫画とか
believe in the
好きに読んで
bonds,
て
the
いいよ。
friendship.
Yeah,
なんだったらお気に入りの単行本丸ごと持ってっても
meanwhile
いい
she's just like friendship.
嫌だよ。
It's gay.
みーちゃんの本はみーちゃんのものだもの。勝手にレナの家に持って帰れない。
あんたはこんな時に限っていい子なんだから。
I took Rena's hand and rubbed it like Satoshi used to do to me.
じゃあ行こう。
I wonder if Rena
Teacher.
does know. Like if she's put together that it is not her friend.
I don't know. Like genuinely, I don't know. Because it could just be that like, you know, it just Mion just had another side.
Yeah.
Like Keiichi is suspecting, or that she's trying to convince them of.
Say 30 minutes, so probably only 30 minutes. Took every second longer as she called Oishi. I'm a little disappointed. I still thinks I'm Mion. She didn't manage to see through me. Thought someone like her would see the demon in me. Guess I was wrong. Too bad. Did you follow me after putting shoes on?
腕組んでもいいかな。
Such a humble request.
別に構わないぞ。
Took Keiichi's arm. It's warm as Satoshi's-kun's fellow bluer.
私に腕を組まれたらなんだか緊張しちゃわない？例えば急に関節技を決められちゃうんじゃないかななんて
Well,
思っ
I
たり
mean,
とか。
actually, no.
姉妹揃って
It's not like
同じことを言
she
うんだな。
forgot.
思わないよ。
Remember the whole thing with that happened in the end of chapter 2? What she did?
What Rena did?
シオンもケイちゃんのことが
Like
好きだ
call
ったみたい
Oishi?
Yeah, she called
So-
Oishi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. She called Oishi early.
Oh yeah. It's just like, nah, they're gone too long. She's like, and they're going into the woods. Oishi! What? That's the signal! I fall in love with him. I could fall in love with him too. Keiichi smiled gently.
Would have been a lot better if they actually gave them walkie-talkies.
Wiretap them. I realized he could smile like Satoshi-kun.
ミオンと
So
シオンは
funny, she's bullshitting so much about the whole teddy bear
な。
thing.
さあ、
Oh,
Mhm.
about the
どうか
stuffed
な。
animal thing.
ケイちゃんは
Like he's
自
apologized
分の
about
右
like
手と左手は
the
仲
fuck
が
are
い
you
いと思
talking
う。
about?
え
Oh yeah, I think my sister mentioned that.
右手と左手
My right hand, my left hand.
それは仲がいいとか悪いとかそういう言い方で例えるものじゃないな。
そういう関係だから。 仲がいいとか悪いとか、そういう尺度では測れない関係。
We've been together since we were born. Been living in this world as a pair. But I was Mion and she was Shion. Mion was treated specially and I insisted on being her. Of course, that was unpleasant for Shion. Decided to be fair, we switched places all the time. We were probably different from other identical twins. No shit! We don't like the same things, so do it the same way. We even managed to share our knowledge and experiences. When we talked about our experiences, we could share them.
We had a psychic link.
Twin leprosy. Both Mion and Shion at the same time. Maybe we should have seen a therapist sooner. It's a little different than that. I was simply letting Shion be Mion once in a while. I was Mion, the success of the Sonozaki family. Supposed to be treated specially. I always thought mine was my privilege. It's like everyone to try to distinguish me and Shion. To try to distinguish between us.
例えば利き腕というものがあるように、右手と
What happens
左
if
手
the
には
ambidextrous? Shut up,
間違いなく
Kei-chan.
優劣の違いがある。もしも鍋つかみが片方しかなかったら迷うことなく利き腕にするでしょ。そういう差はあったんじゃないかと思う。
You got all the great dominant genes, Shion. Meanwhile, I got all the worthless recessive genes.
それは近くにいすぎるから見えなくなっているだけで、きっととても仲のいいことなんだと思う。俺は一人っ子だから、祭りの前日ミオンとシオンが二人してじゃれ合っているのをすごく羨ましいと思った。
ないものねだりじゃないの。双子なんて昔は人をからかったりしてそこそこに面白かったけど、こうして互いがはっきりと異なる個性を持った今ではかえって邪魔なだけ。
As an older sister, I felt I was mean for thinking that way, so the punishment became Shion. Who am I? Never saw an identity in the first place. I was Mion. Then I was Shion. I should have just accepted that. Something had changed. I don't even know if I'm Mion or Shion anymore. I would have been stupid enough to hope that Rena would figure that out for me.
シオンはまだ生きてる。
本当か?
Keiichi looked into my eyes. I nodded quietly.
うん。誰よりもむごたらしい死に方をさせてやろうとずっと考えて閉じ込めておいたけど、今日までその方法はとうとう思いつかなかった。
Oh, that was a lie. I already come up with ideas. And I've already begun to execute them. I dumped a hag into the well in front of Shion. I dumped Kimiyoshi and Rika in there. I even killed Satoko too. Now, plotting to kill Keiichi, who Shion fell in love with. I am a demon. Any such gruesome act is simply a pleasure to me. A warm hand rubbing my head. It wasn't Satoshi's hand, but Keiichi's. Keiichi and Satoshi-kun were totally different. Why did Shion fall in love with him? His rough hand didn't make me happy. And the honest my feelings were just in my imagination. Wasn't happy and feel good. Didn't.
来て。私の罪のすべてを見てほしいから。でもそれはケイちゃんにとってこの上なく辛い光景かもしれない。
I'm going to commit my final crime. I'm going to let you see it. I'm going to let Shion see it. When I do, you're still going to think I'm your best friend. For Shion, Kei-chan's going to die thinking it was you killing him.
引き返すなら今だよ。ケイちゃんの中
There
で
is
そ
no
の
thoughts
先
going
ミオン
on
が
in
ど
the
ん
head
な
right
人か
now.
は知らないけれど、中に入れば
He's so
その
trusting.
ミ
Look
オ
at
ン
that
はきっ
face.
と
Nakama.
何度だって言う。園崎ミオンは俺の最高の親友だ。
Hey, he's not wrong. Don't sound cool at all. Same human feelings because I am now a demon. But I think I understand why she loves you. Put an iron door in the ground storehouse and beckon Keiichi inside. Come on, Keiichi. This
I
is
love
obviously a
the
trap.
small clips from Shion.
It's like,
Yeah, No, I'm a demon. I'm a demon.
Yeah. I'm a demon. But I'm a demon. Reckless. He swallowed and he stepped inside.
I'm a demon blood.
You really are a fool. Went downstairs to the basement and led him into the torture room. Everyone is shocked the first time visiting this room. Keiichi, why are you purple?
Why did he turn purple?
There is no purple lighting in this dark, dank pit. Oh, sorry, that was me. I thought this place was a little too drab, so I added some fluorescent lightings to the ceiling. I hope you like it.
Yeah, why'd you have black lights? What the fuck?
He looks at the walls. Oh my goodness!
What the air cadres get? Like, what if it was purple?
血のしぶきってのは犠牲者に負担をかけない割にはインパクトがあるんだってさ。綿流しは見せしめのショーだったから、私のご先祖様たちはさまざまなショーを考案してたんだよ。ほら、そこが鑑賞席なんだよ。綿流しは見せしめのショーだから、客がいなきゃ意味がない。
Keiichi smiled quietly as he listened to me. No matter what cruelty came out of my mouth, you would embrace me. Was this really superficial, Keiichi, my about idea?
みんなここで私が殺した。見てくれている観客はいなかったけど、私は綿流しを上手にやってみせた。いや、観客は一人だけいたかな。
え？観客？
私という鬼がミオンの執り行う綿流しをずっと見てたから。
Sorry to laugh. My hand's skinny, Keiichi. I'm going to figure out I'm not really your best friend. Come on, hurry up. You're running out of time. The game is almost over. This was a game. This was a game of murder.
Shion's demon Sona.
I had killed people. Shut the fuck up. Trying to capture Keiichi, kill him before Mion's eyes. Keiichi had a chance. Figured out I wasn't his best friend, then he win. Not, he was out. It's you who's out, Shion. Out of your mind. Come off a minute ago.
It's a line from something.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I know.
It's you who's out, Gabi.
Like,
Believe in her. Have you ever made Shion murder with yourselves? Why don't you protect the Mion within you? Why don't you try to believe in your friend can't be a murderer? If you could believe until the very end like Satoko did. You didn't realize I wasn't Mion, your best friend, but just someone who looked like her. But if you can't still believe that I'm Mion, then you're just like me. I killed the Satoshi-kun within me so easily. You will do the same. You don't
向
deserve
こう
to
が
live.
牢屋。
シオンはそこにいるのか？
You're not going to make it. To reach Shion's cell, your time is up. Even though we'll win.
シオン！シオンか？
ケイちゃんなの？
Keiichi ran toward the cell.
大丈夫か、シオン？怪我はしていないのか？
Shion screamed, standing right behind Keiichi. It was time. My preparations to kill the boy she loved were complete. For her, this was going to be the worst possible torture.
落ち着け、シオン。もう全部終わったんだ。全部。
Keiichi tried to quell Shion's distress by taking her to her calm voice. Such a funny sight. Keiichi was the one who had no idea what was going on.
シオン、ご機嫌はいかがだった？
私が憎いなら早く私を殺してよ。憎いのは私なんでしょ。早く殺して殺して。
落ち着けってシオン。もう終わったんだよ。大丈夫なんだ。だから落ち着け。
安心しなよ。あんたは殺さない。まだまだ殺さないんだから。
It's game over. I gave you enough chances. Fortunately, I'm playing chess against a dog. Couldn't figure out that I'm not your best friend, Mion. Couldn't believe that Mion isn't a murderer.
ケイちゃんを殺さないで。ケイちゃんは何の関係もないでしょ。殺すなら早く私を殺してよ。もう誰が死ぬのも。
そんなに死にたければこの男を殺した後にゆっくりとひき肉にしてやるよ。古式にのっとり獅子の先端から少しずつガリゴリと削ってミンチにしてやる。あの肉引き器はあんたのために取っておいてあるんだからね。それともそれでケイちゃんをミンチにしてみせた方があんたには面白いかな。
おい、いい加減にしろ。今さら怖がらせてどうするんだよ。
ケイちゃん、逃げて。
Here you are, a demon. Go ahead and take my soul. I've been living my life to avenge Satoshi-kun. That wasn't what he wanted from me. That was just for my own satisfaction. I can even face Satoshi-kun. I'll bring this to an end in the way I want. The world became a total mess. Satoshi-kun hates me and I hate myself too. I want to complete my revenge. I want to sympathize with me. Pretend to be some tragic heroine either. Go and become a murderer that nobody can sympathize with. So please, grant a suitable final moment to me. A bluish-white flash filled the huge cave. Keiichi fell down like a doll. With his strings cut. You don't reach out from the other side of the bars. I added that, don't worry. You wanted me not to kill Keiichi.
I know.
Don't blame. I offer you forgiveness. The most rotten existence in the world. But please grant me the worst possible ending. Shion begged me desperately to let Keiichi go. I simply abused her, slandered her, disgraced her. The more Shion suffered, the deeper hell I fall. It wasn't enough. It wasn't even close to the deep enough. It wasn't deep enough to compensate for my sins. I dragged Keiichi to the table that I tried to put Satoko on and restrained him there. Keiichi begged again to move sluggishly. Sangha must have not worked too well on him.
聞こえるかいシオン。これから始めるよ。ケイちゃんの若い悲鳴をたっぷりと楽しみな。
Oh! 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 Whoa! 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 Wait! Hey! 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 Yo! Hey! Yo! Hey! Yo! Hey! Yo! I forgot we had this on.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot about this too.
I'm sorry. It was just like we're so late into this. You see... well...
I looked this up before and I forgot which one it was. MEAKASHI, choice.
Well, there's a green check mark and then there's a red X, so...
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot about the indicators.
How would you...
So yeah, which one do you want to see first? The bad end or the good? Good?
Bad ending.
Is it like a good end? But, you know, it's an end.
Keiichi's girl was sounding for the
The
base of his
canon
stomach.
ending.
Or a delightful sound. Like you wanted to rip me apart.
ようやくお目覚め。私さっき嘘をついたね。シオンを一番むごたらしく殺してやろうと思って閉じ込めておいたけど、まだ思い
Those
つ
two
かない
dialogue options were so fucking similar in the way they were worded, holy shit.
I don't know.
Well, mostly as I laid out huge nails and amber specifically made for the table.
あの子に自分のせいで死ぬ大勢の人の悲鳴をたっぷりと聞かせて、体の芯まで染み通らせてから殺すの。なかなかセンスいいでしょ。
お前は誰だ。
は？
は？
ミオンでしょ。園崎ミオン。恐怖で頭が変になっちゃった。
違うな。お前が園崎ミオンであるはずがない。
Man, stop dead in his tracks. Kei-chan. Shit. That'd be too late once we reach Shion's cell. Okay, so this is why her resolve her resolve was shaken, even though it wasn't Mion. Whatever, bring it on. I'll listen to you. I mean, it's not like you can talk no jutsu me. One talk no jutsu later. Fuck!
じゃあ 私がミオンじゃなかったら私は誰なわけ？
Come on, Kei-chan. Guess who I am? Try to save Mion, the girl who fell in love with you. Then I heard it. I most definitely heard it. Keiichi's mouth trembled as he spoke the words, his eyes shone with a strong conviction. He spoke the truth.
Shion. だな。
Oh! Oh! What if Keiichi locked the fuck in? You're right, you actually won. You're amazing, Keiichi. I'm gonna kill myself now. Bye-bye. He just spontaneously combusts. Because what he says originally is that, like, you know, you're a demon who's taken over Mion. Give Mion back. But he was like, no, in this timeline, Keiichi's one brain cell worked in overdrive. Who are you?
Eh?
You aren't Mion, right?
だから私ミオン
No, that's not it. That's not what I meant. You aren't Mion.
どうして私がお姉じゃないって思うんですか？
I don't know, just a feeling. My mind memories of the time Keiichi recognized me at the toy store had been revived. Yes. Even back then, Keiichi could tell I wasn't my sister, Shion. Feigned composure and offered to come back with a straight face, but on the inside I was shook. Both capable of becoming Mion and Shion, but because I was the real Mion, the only Shion legally on paper. I think I bit my tongue for reading all that. Perks me of our auras. I'm aura farming as Mion. Fact exceptionally sharp. I hate that term. Why did I use it? Wasn't best friend Mion after all, so I made so close. So why? Has this Keiichi actually seen through my disguise twice?
どうして私がお姉じゃないって思うんですか？
My ears perked up. Eager to hear the answer, Keiichi's reply was soft and like insect's whimper as he gasped for a breath of pain. Voice was so quiet, it was nearly inaudible, but I could almost recognize the words on his lips. Yes, just a feeling, he says.
へえ。
Yet again, it was just a feeling. Didn't he say the exact same thing to me that time at the toy store? How nice, how nice. What a splendid answer. Why do you think my sister of all people would fall in love with him? However, no, rather, it was exactly because of this. Along with my raving madness, the blood that was simmering in my veins until now wrapped began to chill and coagulate. Describe it was stagnant muddy water pouring into her gutter. Even now, it was also hilarious. I could fall over laughing, but I didn't smile. On the contrary, my face was vacant, austere, like a Noah mask of fridge ice. And then, the darkness seeped into the innermost depths of my mind. I was already part of myself restrained as a human being. Reach out and touch Keiichi's hair.
The way that you read that, it sounded like you said that her face was bacon. I got like, you know, stomach for a second.
返せミオンを返せよ俺の最高の友人だったミオンを返せ
I had lost liberty over his whole body. He continued to howl and cry as he was spearing blood. I was supposed to have sold my soul to the devil and become a demon, but faced with such bitter rejection, I felt the crumbled remains of my emotions stir within me. Munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch. My throat begins to itch. The crooks of my elbows, my wrists, and even joint my bodies began to tingle and prickle as I feel rationally senseless. Most restless irritation piled up. Bothering, or I felt like I slaughter him right away. To be frank, to be Mion, just until now, I had no intention of killing Keiichi. Should have ready to spare his life at least, if he guessed the right answer. That was the rule I decided upon. I'll have to admit, I just like Shion had to fall in love with Keiichi. And I'll be taking him to be contempted. Says him, I liked a lot idea of it, so Keiichi was just a victim, and become self-revenge drama. My revenge drama against the Sonozaki family inside of me. The mind saving him. It may sound too convenient. Perhaps the human side of me that was that fond of Keiichi when I save him. Or I seek forgiveness for my actions. But I've changed my mind. Having witnessed Keiichi guess the right answers for my eyes, my heart was filled with stinging, gaping, overpowering darkness as it's freezing over. Why? Why was Shion alone be able to meet such a wonderful person? Satoshi-kun could only make a vague distinction between me and Shion. Satoshi-kun abandoned me and ran away. Defending with Shion, whom he values as his best friend, by seeing through my lies. As a result, he gave up on me. Detestable, maddening, despicable, enviable, so much of it wanted to kill them. That's right, Jay. The moment he defended Shion, he became one of them. He's equally guilty. You low life scum. I despise you. I despise you. I despise you, you fucking piece of shit. Munch crunch, munch crunch, munch crunch, munch crunch.
Well,
What a nuisance. Shion's screams coming from the corner of the chamber were endurable before, but now they felt unbearably noisy and pissed me off. Why just get rid of Shion first? I wanted to kill her afterwards. She would express a taste of anguish and terror, but now I could barely suppress my indiscriminate urge to slaughter welling up within me. Keiichi was relentlessly yelling his protest towards me. His throat closed up eventually, gasped for breath, hoarsely continuing to demand Mion's return.
ケイちゃん、メイドの土産なんて気の利いたものじゃないけれど、どうしても知りたがっているようだから、一つだけ教えてあげるよ。私の中に鬼が宿ったのはずいぶん前。その鬼は私を蝕み、強行に駆り立てようとした。だけれど、私はそれを理性で押さえつけた。鬼はそれで収まり、私はその鬼はどこかへ行ってしまったんだと思い込んでいた。でも本当は違った。私の中から出て行ったんじゃなく、私の中で眠っていただけだったの。
Yes. Nor was Satoshi's-kun's disappearance, my ailing heart crammed itself with rage to compensate for despair. It was limited by insanity. I would never have snapped. Time had healed me, and my memories of Satoshi-kun was neatly wrapped up and pushed back in the back of my head.
その鬼はある小さなことをきっかけにまた目覚めてしまった。それは何に原因があったと思う？
The smallest of the smallest things.
鬼の私が教えるのも変だけれど、あんたが全てをおかしくしてしまった元凶。
Tears were down my cheeks. That's right. Back then, given that doll to Mion, none of this would have happened.
ケイちゃんには理解できないだろう
that's
ね。
a
理解できなくて当然。だけどね。
This is all your fault,
そこから
clearly.
ドミノ倒しみたいにパタパタパタといろんなものが倒れ始めて収集がつかなくなってしまった。初めの小さな一つを倒したあなたに自覚がないのは当然だろうけど、あなたが元凶なの。
Back then, if Keiichi hadn't shown any affection, Shion would have been overjoyed. She would have been overjoyed, cheerfully boasted about him to me. So listening to her, I was reminded of Satoshi-kun. I became jealous of her for having someone she loved so close to her. It was very small jealousy, but it had awoken the demon who was sleeping inside of me. After that, I just let the demon take over. Demon fed up on the copious amount of sadness I held for Satoshi-kun, and had returned to commit heinous acts that Satoshi-kun himself would never be happy with, in the name of avenging him. Now the horrific events of that fall were inviting me to the realm of demons that had no return.
そんな嘘だろ。
自覚がないのは当然。でも紛れもなく元凶なのはケイちゃん。
This is all clearly your fault, not mine. Chosen to give the doll to Mion, you could arrive at a different future. No, that wasn't right. Would pinpointed Keiichi's small actions beginning be the height of transferring blame? It was like such a silly thing to awoken a demon inside of me. Now Keiichi's act, it would have been awoken anyway. And it's my fault. I didn't fight the demon. I was allowed to reside in my soul, and I rarely offended my heart. Keiichi didn't hide his tears, they were pouring down his cheeks. Maybe he was crying in my place. I was afraid to do so, having chosen to become a tearless demon. But I must go on, as the demon. That's why there was no room for emotion and hesitation anymore. And then, munch crunch, munch crunch, munch crunch, munch crunch, snap.
Damn.
Shion's wheels rasping like a silk tearing along apart along sieves, whatever. I'm too tired for metaphors. Anyway, Keiichi said,
Hey.
"Yay!"
Dun, 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 dun.
June 1983. Can't save those persons. According to humans out of Shishimon village. As allegedly conducted prison kill all 4 of the residents between the 19th and the 21st. Primarily investigations and was later time to do evidence, but a chance that it would solve rather bubbly. The morning of the 22nd, Pelotri station outside the documenting extreme event, personal ownership of events, emergency measure. Suspects missing elder sister, Mion, and 2 of her classmates, maybe Keiichi and Ran. I'm not renaming her. Taken into custody. Arikamichima was immediately alerted on the crime scene, had been sustained stab wounds penetrated subjects. He's immediately transferred to emergency unit, but they were diagnosed as a minor injury. Having one utmost opportunity to engage in conversation with the subject at the very end, he was subject to interrogation once he has recovered from the shock. One more, the apprehended suspect was found collapsed at a place approximately 2 meters away from Keiichi and my daughter was sustained. And sustained scratch wounds on her throat. She was also transferred to emergency facility, but was pronounced dead on 1:48 on the 22nd. The official autopsy determines that the immediate cause of death was hemorrhagic shock due to excessive blood loss.
Nice.
Hair, piece of skin, and blood from 4 pieces of people. Those guys were recovered from the hidden chamber that was discovered in the outbuilding basement in Sonozaki family property, where they were supposedly killed. One of the victims were assaulted in the hidden chamber. The victim's body was discovered at the bottom of a well per testament of Mion Sonozaki. In addition, investigations continue into the evidence of possible connection to his deaths in recent years, but no evidence of Sonozaki Shion's direct involvement have been found. There's so many obscurities behind the incident, due to extreme non-cooperation from the Sonozaki family, resident Himazawa. A large amount of time required to classify matters on this front. Other police are familiar with the region may have been an internal lynching incident as a punishment for sexual acts carried out against Himazawa's religious beliefs. It's established that the incident is unique and rooted in the regional community beliefs, and a cautious investigation has been ordered by the prefectural police. We expect to gain multiple hints for the missing person, suspect's sister, Sonozaki Mion, who was under confinement for the longest time period. Due to severe mental trauma from the incident, her inquiry has been postponed in favor of her psychological and physical recovery. According to her primary care physician, though the condition is fairly serious, she has a strong prospect of recovery. She is present undergoing rehabilitation with support from her close friends. Several weeks have passed since then. After the incident, I was rescued by Oishi-san and his team who had Rena summoned. No other after effects, aside my conscience that had been wiped white. What happening at all? Be a deep scars that left inside my heart. As being examined at the hospital, suggested various queries from Oishi-san. To answer him whatever little I knew, but I had no idea if it met expectations, and needed I bear responsibility to do so. When I heard Shion already lost too much blood by the time the police arrived, and she stopped breathing. They instantly called for the ambulance and took her to the clinic, but it was barely any time for the first aid, and she took her last breath. Several liners of Mion who had been captured in a cell was safe and taken into police custody by the police. For the moment I lost consciousness, I was afraid Shion might fly into a rage and murder Mion, but I was just glad we managed to avoid the worst case scenario. Mion was executed. She was emaciated and has sustained severe psychological trauma. Really using your word of the day calendar, Keiichi, huh? Completely unable to respond to police questions. Right now, Mion's been at a large hospital fitting and undergoing treatment for his psychological and physical injuries. That's what we just all established. Beginning, Rena and I went to her visit. Her eyes were downcast in desolation. She looked completely worn out.
I'm confused.
What?
Are we still on the bad route?
I think so.
Okay.
Because this is Keiichi's perspective.
Gotcha.
Because it said Shion just...
Keiichi's perspective here.
Because it said Keiichi did not get stabbed and Shion did not die on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Despite it all late, she has a way to recovery, finally well enough to show us a few smiles. Of course, we've been careful not to bring up Satoko Rika-chan, especially Shion. Police later conducted an on-site investigation at Sonozaki's house in the ground storehouse several days after the incident took place. Particularly the well inside Satoko Rika-chan's body was disposed of, but Shion killed supervised by prefectural forensic investigators. True to Shion's testimony, the girls were discovered. Some men accumulated by a well, and hence the discovery had taken several days. Along with Satoko and the other victims, skeletal remains of several years, even several decades old, were found, but it's not like I would know much about that. You might have someone back to the place to assist with the crime scene investigation, and may help him find anything important. Hey, I know you were brutally traumatized here, but do you mind coming back? No. In fact, I only count in other words. Mion and Shion's parents came home every day several times along the minute follows to formally apologize. No matter how much my parents refused, they kept piling up banknotes worth millions of yen as compensation. Once the money had piled up and reached a certain amount on the same day, there came an envelope with a letter inside. I knew what was written in that letter, but my parents discussed amongst themselves for 2 nights straight without consulting me, and decided we would move away from Hinamizawa.
そっか、引っ越しちゃうんだね。いつ？
Yep, Irina.
来月の終わり。ひなみ沢には結局半年も居つかなかったことになる
I'm
な。
out of here.
For how many months?
寂しくなるね。
I hate that meme so much.
Don't worry, it's pretty much dead these days.
悪い。
Until I revive it!
ミオンにも
Okay.
正直話すか迷ってる。
She's so insistent I had to tell her no matter what. Yeah, you're not gonna leave without telling me on you're
今
leaving.
兄ちゃんにそれを告げるのは酷なのかもしれない。でも、ケイチ君が
This seems like the better ending than what actually
きっと
happened.
兄ちゃんは辛いと思う。だから、
As long as that gas leak doesn't happen.
ああ、そうだな。
Why are you in your school uniform in the hospital?
ケイちゃん、ひなみ沢からいなくなっちゃうんだ。
You know she had heard it from me, Mion whispered those words sadly, but didn't seem that surprised. Surely had mentally prepared for herself with this outcome somewhere inside her heart.
すまん。けど俺、
By the way, I
い
lost
つか
my
ひなみ
face in
沢
the
に戻ってくるつ
process.
もり
I'm
だ。
back to being no
約
PNG.
束する。
いいよ、無理しなくても。ここに来ても、きっとケイちゃんにいいことなんて何もないんだから。
みーちゃん、
But then I wanted to say it wasn't so. But if after such a tragic incident, what verbal consolation could we offer that would help to Mion who suffered much greater pain than we ever had? We just stood there unable to say anything, just wallowing in silence.
私も東京に行こうかな。
え？
来週退院できるらしいんだけど、ここにいてもいいことあんまりないし、東京でなくてもどこか遠く、私のこともひなみ沢のことも知らない土地に行きたい。やり直せるなんて都合のいいことは考えてないけど、もう疲れちゃった。全部投げ出したいよ。
ミオン。
I'm forced to secure to name the next head of the Sonozaki family and represented the great family is all to a small understanding. Despite feeling uncertain and weird about her unplanned responsibilities, she had nevertheless been earnest and given her to fulfill her duties. To think of all that had been concluded in such a manner. It was such a tremendous loss to even surprise me she has completely lost her mind. We couldn't really blame Mion anymore for making such a faint-hearted remark. And so I wanted to devote even a little bit of my remaining time here for her.
そうだな、ミオン。一緒にどこか行くか。
え？
What?
どこへ？
決まってるだろ。旅行だよ。俺がここにいられる期間はもうあまりないけど、だったらせめて少しでもいい思い出を取り返しておかないとな。東京はちょっと遠いけど、大きな町とかに足を伸ばしてうまい飯とか買い物とかさ、どうだ？
どうって言われても。
それとってもいいと思うな。行っておいでよ、みーちゃん。
けど、レナ、一緒に来てくれないの？
Hearing that, even I grew puzzled. I suggested all three of us hang out together.
だってレナは馬になんて蹴られたくないもん。だから二人っきりでどうぞ。あ、お土産買ってきてくれると嬉しいな。
Boom! Mion blushes vigorously. Slow to react because I understand what everyone was getting at. But seeing Mion's face be with color after a long time, my heartbeat grew faster for a moment. No, it wasn't what I implied when I suggested the idea, but depending on the point of view, this would be an invitation to a date.
いかん。ちょっと調子に乗りすぎたかも。
Indeed, after seeing her that way, I was overcome with embarrassment, but there was no way I could be back out after coming this far. God, this was all for Mion's sake. Pull yourself together, my Badakechi. I haven't heard those words in a while.
どうだ、ミオン。あ、もちろん医者と親御さんにはちゃんと了解を取るつもりだぜ。あんまり無理はさせないつもりだから考えておいてくれよ。
うん。
わかった。考えておくね。はう、みーちゃんが久々に可愛いよ。嬉しいな、嬉しいな。はうはうはう。
Did anyone see that? The sky just suddenly shifted in a second. Yeah.
Did the sun just turn red? What the fuck?
They look outside and the supernova's happening. What
Oh.
the fuck? I'm spending a few more days to convince my folks and Mion's parents. We set off a day's trip to Metropolis and in one of those bullet train stations. This is just a happier ending. What the fuck?
うわー、しばらく見ないうちにここってすごく大きくなったんだね。
They created an asset for this. That must mean it's probably going to be used later, isn't it? I heard, unless it's very important business, Mion really has to leave the village, let alone come to a big city like this.
Oh, actually, I will say that this asset is used for the, what are they called? The advanced scenario.
Ah, this is where
Yeah.
those weird people hang out.
Yeah, there's the other characters in the side story because it takes place in a city like this.
those whack jobs.
Those other people in the big city.
I'm fascinated. She pranced around merrily, almost like a child.
ねえねえ、ケイちゃん。これからどこに行くの？
そうだな。ミオンの好みから考えて、あそこはどうだ？
The salty spittoon. A game arcade towered over the corporate. Oh, got the salty spittoon. How tough I am. How tough I am. Tells him the entire story, Higurashi. Okay, you could have stopped at chapter 1. Go inside.
Not tough, I once beat her to death with a bat.
本当に久しぶりだ
You
よ。
what?
Do you
Yeah,
know
my friend here.
Oichiro-sama? Yes, Hinamazawa. Next to me was Shion I knew well. Earlier we had a blast, vowing to conquer all the game consoles in Salty Splatoon. We beat up a lot of people. Mion was enjoying herself playing the consoles that she wasn't used to, and had gone on a rampage, laughing out loud, getting worked up and challenging me to matches.
Oh yeah, it's 1980 something. The fucking Famicom exists.
83.
83.
Rika-chan as well. Sure, Mion must have been thinking about the same thing, which is why I also outdid myself, making so much noise trying to battle loneliness when I realized.
なあ、ミオン。
何ケイちゃん。
Faint drops of sweat coating her forehead, Mion turned her face to me with a broad smile. Mion's tearfulness was most likely being considered towards me having brought here. If that was it so, then I need to do the same for her.
お前、全部初めてって言ってたけど、それ本当か？初プレイで2台もハイスコアに名前入れるなんて、とんでもない実力だぜ。
ちっちっちー。4台の間違いだよケイちゃん。こういうのはセンスと勘、そして動体視力がものを言うのさ。普段の鍛錬を怠らなかった成果だよ。むしろケイちゃんはアドバンテージをひっくり返されたことを恥と思うべきだね。
おいおい、ちょっと待てよ。エアホッケーの時とか、あれ何？なんて後ろを指さして顔を向けた瞬
And then
間
you
打ち
kicked
込ん
me
で
in
き
the
た
head.
反則だろ？まったく容赦のないやつだぜ。
勝てば官軍、負ければ賊軍だよ。
I mean, it's alright well-being is a front. I hope that someday it becomes real and she recovers her old cheerful self.
いやいや、それにしてもゲーセンも雰囲気が変わったよな。少し前ならタバコ臭くて暗いイメージだったけど、家族連れで遊びに来る人も結構いたからちょっと
Why do
驚いたぜ。
arcades in Japan have such a bad rep for
や
people
っぱ
hanging
たまに
around
は
there?
こういうのも楽しいよね。
Delinquents.
あ、今何時ぐらい？
5時くらいかな。
ああ、じゃあ夕食まであと少しだね。どこかで食べて帰る？
そうだな。ファーストフードでハンバーガーなんてどうだ？
Oh yeah, this is another asset used by the advanced scenario.
その前にちょっと失礼。
And so then stood up from the bench. I found it odd for a minute, but then
Like
I
the
paid
first one.
attention and
店にもトイレはあるぞ。うわっ
in reply, I had an empty can thrown at me. Mion stuck her tongue out and left in a hurry. The stream figure plopped back down the bench and looked. I gotta go take a piss!
I drank too much liquid, now I gotta piss.
So it was blue and crystal
Nope,
clear.
not a bottle.
Amazing. Everything seems to be glowing, bathed in a brilliant summer sun. Good thing we came here. Also, Mion's still the signs of recovery. What's gonna go wrong?
そうだな。なんなら今度はいっそ東京にでも誘ってみるか。
It'd be cheaper if she set our new place there, but I feel like our parents may be concerned for a while. We still need more time to go back to how it was.
あ、そうなると泊まる場所も探しておかないとな。あとは。
Why, hello there.
ああ、こんにちは。
Huh? Huh?
いやー、ごめんケイちゃん。トイレ人いっぱいでさ。あ、結構待たせちゃったみたいだから飲み物買ってきた。
Huh?
どっちがいい？あれ、ケイちゃん寝ちゃったの？もうしょうがないな。女の子とのデート中に居眠りなんてエチケット違反だよ。ケイちゃん、もういつまで寝てるんだよ。ほら起きて。ケイちゃん、
Why is your hand ginormous? What the fuck happened?
Hmm?
What
Dead
the?
end. Well, at least Mion survived this one.